The 10 rules of cold calling. What's up, guys? Zach in here, and in today's video, I want to break down the 10 rules you need to know for cold calling in wholesaling real estate so you can have the best success possible. That's right, guys. So we're going to break down exactly what you need to know about cold calling, the rules you must follow, the laws of the land for wholesaling real estate. But guys, before we get into it, remember, you need to smash the like button and subscribe to the most true value from me, and let's get in the rules. So rule number one for cold calling, especially when you're getting into it, is smile. That's it, guys. Turn that frown upside down. I'm telling you right now, the more you smile in cold calling, the better results you're going to get. And these are rules that you don't need to have better skills in wholesaling real estate, especially in cold calling, to be successful. These are just really simple rules that you do smile when you're cold calling. You'll be in a better mood. Your voice will project better. You will project just better energy. And I promise you, you'll have better success when you're trying to close deals, talk to sellers, and just get better wholesaling deals and better leads and everything, especially in your follow-ups. Guys, smile more. It'll help you so much in your wholesaling. Number two here is be natural. Oh my goodness gracious. Every single cold calling movie or like boiler room type thing tries to show you to be the sick cold caller, you have to be in the basement with the phone, just drilling calls every single day and being with this salesy closer voice so Mr. John, how many boxes are you going to buy today? They say in this weird fake voice. Guys, I can tell you in wholesaling real estate, for massive success, the more natural you are in your cold calling, the better results you're going to be. I'm going to say this one more time. The more natural you are in your cold calls, the more success you're going to have. Do you notice here when I'm talking to you, I'm talking like I'd usually just talk to anybody. I don't have this, hey guys, Zach in here. We're going to talk about cold calling today. Do you notice the difference between me being real and fake? I don't like being fake with things. I'm not looking like I'm reading off a teleprompter. I'm speaking from the heart here for these rules. Obviously, I have these rules set, but you being natural, your sellers will pick up with it and they'll understand you're being natural and you're just a regular Joe right here, just trying to buy your property. They will think you're a lot more relatable. And that's going to be the difference in you getting the deal and not, especially in cold calling, especially when you're talking to leads, especially when you're going to the follow-up, especially when you're going to the appointments, getting the deal done. Being a nice, relatable, trustworthy person will help you so much. So guys, be natural. Number three here, rule three is know your scripts. Now, I don't think scripts are going to be the end-all, cure-all for cold calling success, but knowing what your script is and the right questions you have to ask to qualify your sellers is going to help you so much more in the cold calling process. Knowing exactly what to ask. So especially, I can tell you in about 15 seconds to 20 seconds what my script is. It's really just two questions. Hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? And number two is, are you interested in selling that property? That's my script. Guys, if you want to use that script, just know the script, right? You just know what you have to say, know how to ask the right questions, and see what you can do for success in cold calling. I know I asked those two questions. Hey, are you the owner of this property? If they say yes, then hey, are you interested in selling it? If they are interested in selling the property, I know to go into qualifying questions. Hey, why are you looking to sell the property? Motivation. When are you looking to sell the house? Time frame. What's the condition of the property? The roof, AC, flooring. That is the condition. And lastly is price. What do they need to sell the property for? Rule number four here is qualify. Oh my goodness, guys, you have to qualify these sellers for cold calling. A lot of you people out here that are cold calling and real estate wholesaling, you are not qualifying your sellers correctly, and it's causing a huge problem in your cold calling. The reason why you must qualify your seller is to find the difference between a seller that is ready to go in acquisitions versus not. Guys, there's marketing, there's acquisitions, and there's dispositions. Marketing's here to find yeses, people who are looking to sell the property, and qualifying them to see if they're a good lead. Once it's a qualified lead, the acquisitions person takes it over, and then dispositions sells the contract, because acquisitions has to turn a qualified lead into a contract. Dispositions takes the contract and sells it. Again, in wholesaling real estate, you're looking for someone who wants to sell the property. You get a property under contract, let's say $100,000. You sell that contract for $150, make $50K, great day. Of course, a little more complicated than that, but that's the gist of wholesaling real estate. So if you have to understand all this process here from start to finish, from marketing to acquisitions to dispositions, You have to make sure acquisitions, you being cold caller, you have to give to acquisitions, which you could be the acquisitions, the marketing, and the dispo. But to bring it to the next step here, we have to make sure the seller is qualified, ready to go for an appointment to sign a contract. Just because somebody said they are looking to sell their property doesn't mean they're good enough to go on the appointment. You have to make sure that they have the motivation. You have to make sure their price is basically in line and they are ready and able to close on the property for you to buy it, you to wholesale it in the next 2, 3, or even more months sometimes. So qualifying, guys, it goes back to the 4 questions here. It's motivation, condition, time frame, and price. I can tell you right now, qualify your sellers. You will thank me. You'll be a lot more efficient in your acquisitions. And there's no point on trying to close a deal when the seller just doesn't want to buy. Qualifying your seller is like selling cheese to a person who is lactose intolerant. It's going to be a very hard sale. Let's say I'm trying to sell my Nutter Butter peanut butter cookies to someone who is deathly allergic to peanuts. It's just not going to go well, you know? So that is not the right person. But if I try to sell to a peanut butter enthusiast convention, I'm probably going to do very well. Guys, know your clientele. That's why qualifying is very important. Ask the question like, hey, do you like peanut butter? Are you allergic to peanut butter? And yes, I'm definitely allergic. I can't even be in the same room as peanut butter. Well, you're probably not the right person for me. Guys, this is like wholesaling real estate. If someone isn't motivated, their time frame's not right, it's not going to be a good wholesaling real estate deal. So qualifying is so important for cold calling. Number 5 here, always be pulling new lists. I can tell you right now, for cold calling success, you have to always be pulling more lists because having fresh leads when you're cold calling is super important. Just going after the same 1,000 leads over and over every single month, you're going to be running into just roadblocks. You're going to be spinning your tires through your cold calling. And you're going to wonder why I'm not having success. Guys, it's very simple pulling new lists. Like, oh, Zach, I don't have the money for it. Well, here's the cool part. A lot of the best lists for cold calling real estate don't require any money to be pulling these lists. These are probates, code violation, fire damage properties, water shutoffs. These are government lists that are pretty free to pull from most places, and you should be always adding them on, always trying for dollars, add the new high equities, the new tax liens, the new pre-foreclosures. Guys, always be adding these lists, and you'll have more success going after these free leads, especially like code violations. Number 6 here. Get a dialer when it's time. What do I mean by this? Guys, if you're ready to scale up your cold calling operations, you're making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year, I would seriously consider investing in a dialer. When you're able to start getting deals from cold calling, it's probably worth the extra $100, $150 to invest in a dialer. You'll be 3 times more efficient in. This isn't for everyone starting out, guys. Start making some deals in wholesaling real estate. You'll be a lot more efficient with your time. I recommend ZachDialer.com. You get a 7-day free trial on it. Guys, use whatever dialer you want, but I'm telling you, using a dialer will make you way more efficient with your calling. Number 7, this is an extremely important rule for cold calling. The best time to cold call is from 2 to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. That is, if you want to get the best time for cold calling, you got to nail down the perfect time. I mean, obviously the best time for cold calling is when you can go out there and cold call, but the best time for success and for cold calling, the best answer rates, the best contact rates, guys, I found 2 to 7 p.m. the best one. After 7, kind of rougher. Before 2, it's a little harder to get a hold of everyone. Guys, people are just finishing dinner. They're going to bed after 7. And then 2, a lot of people are on work. So 2 to 7 is the sweet spot if you got to do 5 hours a day for 5 days a week. Saturday, Sunday is a lot harder. So I would say 2 to 7 p.m. is the sweet spot. Guys, remember, here, I'm in Florida right now recording this video. I'm trying to wholesale deals in Phoenix, Arizona, where they're technically mountain time, but they're not. They're 3 hours away because of how special Arizona is. So Arizona, like Phoenix right now, is about 3-hour difference where I'm at in Florida as of this video. So 8 o'clock right now, which is outside my 7 p.m. time for Florida. Well, 8 is actually 5 o'clock Arizona time. So that's perfect for cold calling, guys. Consider that when you're doing your virtual wholesaling. Just look up your city, the city you're going to cold call in, then put their actual time and then convert that to yours or what that time is into yours. And you'll find exactly the right time to cold call, guys. It's whatever the person you're calling, what their time zone is for cold calling real estate. I'm cold calling somebody in California. Make sure I'm doing California time. I'm in Florida. I'm doing someone in Florida time. Rule number 8 here for cold calling. Remember why you're doing this. Remembering why you're getting into cold calling will help you so much during the tough times when you don't feel like cold calling at all. It seems tough. You're tired. You just don't want to cold call today. Guys, remembering why you're doing this, the little chip on your shoulder, the dreams and aspirations you have, that will push you through some of the toughest times in cold calling. Remember, I had when I started out, pushing past those points will build more character. And usually, a lot of these times you get a lot of good deals. So guys, remember why you started. Remember your why. Remember why you're doing this. It will help you so much pushing through the tough times, which will give you a bunch of success for wholesaling real estate. Number 9 here. This is super important, guys. Guard your time. What do I mean by guard your time for cold calling in wholesaling real estate? When you're talking to someone, let's say you're talking to an older lady, okay? I know a lot of older ladies in Florida that when you're cold calling them, especially motivated sellers or non-motivated sellers, they will just want to talk to you for 15, 20 minutes about their property. And if they're not going to sell the property to you and they're not motivated, they're going to waste your time. That's 20 minutes you could have not spent cold calling. That is 20 minutes you could have spent cold calling motivated sellers. Usually if somebody's not interested in selling their property, it's best just next, right? So if you're talking to someone and say, hey, are you the owner of 123 Main Street? Yes. Are you interested in selling the property? No, but can you tell me about what you do? And don't go on a 20-minute rant. They're not interested. They don't have any other properties looking to sell. Go to the next lead. I'm telling you, guard your time. Be nice and sweet, but please guard your time. Again, if someone's going to waste 15 minutes for you and you do that 5 days a week, that's hours and hours every single year. I mean, that is almost 50, 40 hours you wasted just in time. You could have cold called, which could have gotten you extra 10, 20, 30, 40, even $50,000. Rule number 10, the last rule here is leave a very short and brief voicemail. What I mean by this, if you're cold calling somebody and you want to leave a voicemail, don't leave this huge, massive voicemail like, this is Zach from Zach Home Buyers, and if you're looking for a non-hassle cash offer, give me a call. I buy properties, and you go for like an hour. You go for like an hour or whenever the thing beeps up. Guys, short and sweet. You want to pique their curiosity. Hey, this is Zach. Please give me a call back whenever you can. That's all you want to do, guys. Keep it very short and sweet. It will pique their curiosity. Like, hey, who's trying to call me? Huh? Let me get a call back. See what they're all about, guys. Because if you go out there like a salesperson, oh, this is Zach, I'm looking to buy your house. I'm not looking, no. But if you go in the conversation, be like, hey, I'm looking to buy the property, and you kind of pique their interest, because people are just going to shut you off because they think you're trying to sell them something or you're a realtor. A lot of people get confused like that in the voicemail, and they want to sell it, but not through a realtor or anything. Just be in front of them, and you'll get a lot more deals doing this, I promise you. So guys, that is it. Keep your voicemail short and sweet. That is my 10 rules for cold calling success. Guys, let me know in the comments, what other rules or bonuses do you have for us for cold calling rules? And I would love to know, and I love to read the comments. Guys, I read every single comment, and I comment back on every single one on this channel. In the history of the channel here, I have read and commented on every single one, and I'm proud to say I'm going to keep doing it. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Comment something. I want to know how I can help you guys in wholesaling real estate. Do me a favor, smash that like button and subscribe to the most free value from me. Go to freewholesaling.com. That's where all the free value of wholesaling, my free wholesaling course is on there, guys. Did I mention it's free? It's free. So thanks guys so much. I appreciate it. Smash that like button and subscribe. Have a blessed one, and see you soon. Thank you.